Cheryl Swoops is back in the spotlight, this time with more unfounded claims about Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. But Lexi Hull is done staying quiet. For months, Swoops, who's been calling herself a legend, has been spreading rumors about the team. Now, Hull is stepping up to set the record straight. What's Swoops saying this time? Well, the usual. She's talking about supposed locker room drama, claiming Kelsey Mitchell is being overlooked, and even suggesting that Christy Side's handling of things wasn't up to par. But Lexi Hull isn't having it.
I think Christy did as good of a job as she could have. Managing all of the craziness, all of the Caitlin mania, all of the hype, all of the media. There was just so much that came with that.
Hull says Christy did her best managing all the attention around Caitlin Clark and the hype that came with her. The constant media buzz, the pressure, handling all that was no easy task, but Christy stepped up to the challenge. You might be wondering why Cheryl Swoops, a Hall of Famer with a long list of achievements, keeps stirring the pot with these wild accusations. Is it jealousy? A way to stay relevant? Whatever the reason, Hull isn't letting the gossip slide anymore. So what's it really like playing alongside Caitlin Clark? It's nothing like the chaos Swoops suggests. Swoops' claims may grab headlines, but they fall apart when you hear the truth. Hull's response, filled with real stories and moments from the team, knocks down Swoops' shaky narrative piece by piece. If you're looking for a story of real teamwork, unity, and resilience, it's one that stands far above all the drama and rumors.
She got upset with me on the phone, and I was like, Cheryl, I'm not doing anything to hurt you. I'm just sharing. We're talking. And so our relationship it pretty much is not happening at this point.
This isn't the first time Cheryl Swoops has tried to stir things up around Caitlin Clark. Remember when she boldly claimed Clark's game wouldn't translate to the WNBA? Or when she said Clark wouldn't make much of an impact in her rookie season? Spoiler alert, Clark proved Swoops wrong in record time, making a huge splash with standout performances and accolades that had everyone talking. Cheryl Swoops is once again making headlines, this time by suggesting locker room issues with the Indiana Fever and claiming some players didn't want to play alongside Caitlin Clark. But here's the catch, these stories are based on vague social media whispers, not real evidence. When Swoops couldn't back up her claims, fans and analysts called her out, including respected figures like Nancy Lieberman and Stephen A. Smith, who pointed out the obvious holes in her so-called insider knowledge. Swoops even had a tense phone call with Lieberman, where she got upset and said, "I'm not trying to hurt you," but the fallout was clear, their relationship took a serious hit. Then there was Swoops' strange criticism of Clark's NCAA scoring record. She suggested that Clark's achievements were somehow less impressive because Clark got an extra year of college eligibility. But once again, the facts didn't back her up. Clark played the same number of seasons as her peers, and this argument crumbled almost instantly. It seems like Swoops has made a habit of questioning Clark's every move, but each time her claims are shot down. Hull even called Swoops, as a friend, and said, "You can have your opinion, but you have to get the facts right. Statistics matter." Hull suggested that if Swoops admitted to her mistakes, this whole drama would blow over, and people would still respect her opinions. So why does Swoops keep pushing these questionable narratives? Maybe she's trying to stay relevant in a time when the league is celebrating new stars like Clark. Or maybe she just enjoys the drama. Either way, her track record for accuracy is shaky, and fans are starting to lose patience with her baseless stories, but this time, Swoops has really crossed a line. It's not just Clark she's targeting, but also Kelsey Mitchell and former players.
And I called her as a friend, and I said, you can say whatever you want, you can have your own opinion about anybody, but you do have to get the statistics right. I mean, facts matter. And if you just get ahead of this and just say, hey, I made a mistake on my numbers, then this thing is over and everybody respects you for your opinion.
Coach Christy Sides isn't the only one standing up to Cheryl Swoops' baseless claims. Lexi Hull is stepping in to set the record straight. This time, Swoops is targeting Kelsey Mitchell, suggesting the Indiana Fever aren't appreciating her contributions. But when you look at the facts, Swoops' accusations don't hold up. Swoops recently claimed that Mitchell was being overlooked by her own team. If you only heard Swoops' version, you might think Mitchell was undervalued. But the reality paints a completely different picture. First, let's consider what the Fever's team president, Kelly Koff, has said about Mitchell. Koff has called Mitchell a cornerstone of the team and has consistently praised her impact, saying things like, "Kelsey's leadership is irreplaceable, and it sets the standard for where we're headed." Hardly the words of a team that's neglecting one of its key players, right? It's not just management, either. Mitchell herself has spoken out about her gratitude for the team and her teammates. She's talked about how the whole group was able to block out all the outside noise. That doesn't exactly match the unhappy, overlooked picture Swoops is trying to paint. Even on the court, Mitchell's bond with Caitlin Clark is undeniable. Mitchell has openly acknowledged how Clark's passes set her up for key shots, highlighting their strong on-court chemistry. And when you look at the numbers, they tell the real story. During the Fever's standout season, Mitchell's stats didn't just stay the same, they actually improved. Analysts have pointed out that with Clark's assist-heavy playstyle, Mitchell had more scoring opportunities, making her even more of an offensive threat. This kind of teamwork is the opposite of neglect. So why is Swoops pushing this narrative? It seems to be part of her ongoing pattern of trying to stir up division and doubt. But this time, Lexi Hull has had enough. She's pushing back, ready to set the record straight.
She'll just throw out comments that are just funny. Like, no one else is saying it but Caitlin. She sees the game at a bigger scale, obviously with the platform that she's created for herself, and then that's transitioned to the game. It's huge. And I think, like, for me, especially as a point guard and as someone that's delivering a lot of the passes that lead to shots, like, if I miss, she's definitely going to say, like, you got the next one. Like, I can count on her for keeping me, like, confident and positive. So yeah, I think that shows the player that she is and the leader she is.
Lexi Hull wasn't about to let Sheryl Swoop's latest round of accusations slide. Speaking out, Hull emphasized the Indiana Fever's strong team unity and mutual respect, sharing behind-the-scenes moments that highlight just how much the players support and uplift each other. Whether it's playful banter during practice or team outings that lift everyone's spirits, Hull painted a picture of a team that thrives together, not just on the court, but off it too. The Fever's camaraderie isn't just about winning games, it's about collaboration, laughter, and a bond that strengthens them as a group. When it comes to the locker room, Hull didn't hold back. She pointed out how Caitlin Clark's leadership and positivity have a huge impact on the team. Hull explained that even when she misses a pass, Clark is always there to keep her head up, saying, "You got the next one," offering constant encouragement. It's moments like these that show the kind of leader Clark is, confident, supportive, and focused on keeping the team spirit high. Known for her on-court tenacity and commitment, Hull isn't one to get caught up in off-court drama. But when Swoops started spreading division and negativity, Hull knew it was time to speak out. Her words held weight, not just because of her role on the team, but because she was speaking from experience. She described the Fever's atmosphere as one filled with support, laughter, and fun. One of the standout moments she shared was during a practice with loud music blaring, where Clark's easygoing, funny side came through, adding an extra layer of energy to the team's dynamic. In short, Hull's response to Swoops was more than just a defense of the team, it was a glimpse into the real, supportive, and positive environment the Fever have created. The team isn't just about the game, it's about the relationships and the strong sense of togetherness that drive them forward.
There was one practice, Christy turns on loud music because I can't remember where we were going, but we knew the arena was going to be loud. And so she turns on this loud music, and Caitlin screams, she's like, "Can someone turn it off? It's giving me a migraine." And everyone's like, what? And Christy reacted and said, "What did you say?" And she repeated it.
One memorable practice she recalled perfectly captures the spirit of the team. Coach Christy Sides, trying to prepare the team for the loud arena atmosphere ahead, cranked up the music to a deafening volume. But Caitlin Clark, ever the character, screamed, "Can someone turn it off? It's giving me a migraine." Everyone was caught off guard, and when Coach Christy asked her to repeat it, Clark didn't hesitate, she did. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates, behind-the-scenes stories, and all things Indiana Fever. Stay tuned for more content as we continue to follow this incredible team's journey.